Okay, I hope I'm live. Yeah. At first, take my salam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you doing? I hope you're doing great by the grace of Almighty Allah. Actually, I'm not a good speaker like you, but I'll try my level best to convey my feelings regarding my today's topic, and that is about what are the weaknesses of the students when it comes to speak the English language. I am Md.Mahmudul, but you can call me with my nickname, that's Dil. I'm in grade 10, student of Gafurgaon Islamic Government High School and a regular member of our school's English Language Club, which is conducted by our teacher Md.Mahmudul. Okay, so let's move on to this topic, and let's start. I think that let me say the topic again. What are the weaknesses of students when it comes to speak English language? Okay, so in that case, these are some questions that come in my mind when I'm feeling bored or doing nothing. What are the main problems or the weaknesses of our fellow classmates and students who cannot speak in English? Like I follow Muxit Poland, and he's my friend, and he can speak very fluently, following by Araf and our elder brothers and Atkabirinan and Shabab Noor. They are really fluent in speaking English, but why me and why others are not? Because they 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 also have they also have learned 10 years of English, and I also, from our primary level to our high school level, but in our case we may find some gaps, and in my today's video I'm going to talk about that. And yeah, let's carry on and jump into my first parameter, which is about language. So why do we speak English? Why do we are focusing on speaking English language? Because English is an international language. It is spoken all over the globe, and so many peoples can communicate through it. And the programs on a computer or mobile phone or so many things are in English. So many articles, lots of things. So that is the reason why English is an international language, and we all should learn it. So yeah, and I have said why is English so important. Now, what is the meaning of language? Some people don't know what is the meaning of language. So let me inform you that language stands for communication. Most of me know, not a problem. Language stands for communication. In older days, we used to communicate using body language and gestures, but as we developed, we develop our vocal cords and try to make some noises, and that noises has developed and improved in our speaking. Like there are lots of languages like Bengali, Hindi, Urdu, Tamil, Arabic, and English, Mandarin, so many. So yeah, language stands for communication. And what are the problems? And finally I'm going to start saying about that, because when I get such kind of questions, it doesn't matter. It can come from my my it can come from my surroundings, my teachers, or my friends. I ask other group of members, like when I get this question, like what are the weaknesses of the students when it comes to speaking English. I rushed to my one of my friends, I remember, and asked him in Bengali, what are the main problems? Why cannot we speak fluently in English? He was truly speaking, he was astounded by it. He was really shaken up and shocked that he doesn't know English as a language. So he was saying he was stuttering and saying that. So you were saying that, my friend, English, we from our primary level education to high school level education for almost around 10 years of time period, we know English as a subject, not a language. So that's the problem, I think. We, the students and the teachers, also introduce English as a subject, not a language. That is the main problem in most of the case. So yeah, and if you remember at your primary level age, the teachers will always say to learn models and memorize questions and others, but they never encourage us to speak in English. So that's the reason why we are so weak. When we grow up, we cannot even introduce ourselves. I remember I like to give my example, like I couldn't even introduce I couldn't even tell my name in front of others in English when I was in, let me remember, 8th grade, and our teacher Md.Mahmudul has opened this club called English Language Club, and our elder brother Anat Kabirina and others were in there, and they have opened a program they have opened a class, and after the school, and our teacher will come up to ours in front of us and ask questions or tell us to introduce ourselves. So one day I was eager and I was intrigued by it, because there's lots of people in there. So I also joined, and our teacher said that can you introduce yourself, tell your name. And at that point I couldn't even tell my name, I was stuttering. But after practicing, I have come to this place that I can introduce myself. So after this 9 years of our academic career, after this 9 years, now I can introduce myself properly. So it is so shameful and pity to those teachers who didn't teach us and didn't provide the ways to learn English as a language. Why I am saying this? Because English has grateful influence in my life, has a grateful impact on my life, because by doing it I can improve and develop my communication skills and social skills, and so many. And in that case, I have, if you want example, like I have connected with so many teachers around the globe. Teachers means around the globe means teacher from India, Malaysia, Vietnam, America, Mexico. Have I said Indonesia? Okay, Indonesia and America I have said, and I remember Africa, and so many. And all the teachers, when I join their program or any classes at when at any classes of speaking English, and the teachers will never say to us that you may stop, you don't know how to speak, or they use bad slangs and bad words to stop us. They always help us. If I stop and pause for a minute, like I've made a mistake, and they will say, Miss Md.Mahmudul, yeah, carry on. It doesn't matter, make some mistakes, because I wasn't here without making mistakes. So the teachers from other countries, like one I like to highlight, because he's from Vietnam, and his name is Lukiruddin Ho. Teacher, he has opened a great platform, and following by Chasi Madam, who has opened another great platform like class to class organization, and also a teacher from Mexico, Blanca Sacramentos. These three teachers has made my base, four teachers, okay, let me correct, because these three teachers around the globe has made my base strong, following by one teacher, Md.Mahmudul Islam. He has opened he has shown the way how to do that. Like, he always at least one day he opened English language online English language club. But at COVID-19 days, like when the whole country was lockdown, and he will every day he will go live or make videos or make communication with others, with his students, and I am also one of them. And it has it has great influence on me and my surroundings, and in my futures too. Okay, so I hope I have made my point clear about the weaknesses of the students when it comes to speak English language. Let me rephrase you. It is for the lack of practicing, less motivation, less dedication, and the teacher who their work is to make their students' life prosperous and better. They don't do that, because I don't know why. Them himself don't know how to speak in English. That might be another problem. Okay, so that's all for the time being, I think. Sorry, my phone was sliding through it, because my hand is slippering. So so that's all for the time being. I hope I've made my point clear. That's all for the time being. It was a nice moment with you. Okay, so Allah Hafiz.